Welcome back, you guys. I want to do another video on this whole third sensor thing because I think this is getting blown way out of context. I'm seeing a lot of other YouTubers taking a whole bunch of heat, and the comments anywhere I've gone to look about this is just people fighting back and forth on whether this is true or not. And I was even told I was a liar yesterday, that this was not true at all. This person had watched the whole keynote, and they said nothing about a third sensor. Well, I think they watched the one that was only 15 minutes on like GameStop or something, because the whole keynote's 2 hours long, and they definitely mentioned the third sensor thing. They don't mention it for long, but they mention it. I had people say, multiple people, oh, you only need two, this is bullshit. And I even had one guy say he's going to go out and make a video using one sensor, like that hasn't been done already. And of course, the reality check VR guys thinking like this guy, like I'm new to this and I've never seen another YouTube channel before. The room scale thing isn't up for debate. Oculus didn't want to acknowledge it whatsoever because the guys that were getting room scale going, one, they weren't getting it the way they want you to get it going. They weren't placing the cameras in the way they want you to place them. They were using Hydra's, a third-party, controller that they don't want you to use, and they were using Valve's software and Chaperone and usually playing their games on their Steam platform, which they also don't want you to do. I mean, exclusivity. Let's think about that here for a second. So, what we're talking about here is just this.
Touch seamlessly integrates with your Rift system. It ships with a second sensor to give you a wider area. It also supports multiple sensor configurations. So in addition to the two sensor configuration in front of you that's great for a wide play space and most rooms, we support 360. So you can take one of the sensors and put it on the opposite corner of your play area. But the question most of you have been wondering, what about room scale? Will touch support room scale? Yes, it will.
Now, I want to pause this for a second. And you notice that they just said 360 back there for a second. What they're saying is, yes, you can put a camera in front of you, and you can put a camera behind you, and yeah, you can walk around in 360 degrees. But it's not room scale. And that was most of the videos. That was most all of the videos, probably even all of the videos that you've seen so far. If they're only using two sensors, have really just been replicating what he was just talking about, 360, not true room scale. That's why you didn't see a lot of people playing games like Hover Junkers or The Blue. Yeah, they did, but when they did play Hover Junkers, it was in a small little ship and they weren't moving around besides the little space that they were in. All the Oculus Touch stuff that we saw, and the whole room scale argument was because Vive people weren't seeing the Oculus guys walking around the whole room playing those games. Then people started making videos about how they could, but that's not what they're saying. They're saying, yeah, sure, you can do that, but that's not room scale. For room scale, you're going to want three sensors. What you were saying was just two cameras picking up a 360-degree environment and not picking it up as well as it could. Again, this is according to Oculus.
We've created a room scale option using a third sensor for those of you who have the space.
I want to pause it here real quick too and show you that the way Oculus wants you to set this up is they want two cameras in front of you and then a camera going behind you. They really don't want one camera in the front and one camera in the back because, as we just got done talking about, they consider that 360. They don't consider that room scale. So for the most optimal experience, you're going to want to get three cameras. And what Oculus officially considers room scale is three cameras. If you don't want to use three, that's fine.
Sensors will be available for purchase for $79 and ship on December 6th.
Okay, that's all I want to say about that. That it's, yep, room scale, we can do it. You're going to want to get another camera. And yeah, so this is what we're talking about, okay? That's it. Nobody's trying to shit on the Rift. I'm already not a big fan. You guys know that. What we're talking about as YouTubers is a couple of things here. One, it became the most expensive platform now. And as a YouTuber that has put out a review video, I find it very important that people that haven't purchased these products yet know this. So now going forward, when you're going to make the decision between the Vive and the Rift, everyone had their, well, this is why you want to get a Vive. This is why you want a Rift. Well, the Vive guys now have, well, this is why you want a Vive also. It's, cheaper. You can get a full room scale experience for $79 less, on top of the host of other features that person might like. I'm a Vive guy. Sorry, so shoot me. So to not talk about that is insane, because there's definitely some people posting comments, and I appreciate those comments, you guys. They're jumping in there going, hey guys, can't we all just like it all? Yeah, we can, but that's not going to stop the comments. And on this channel, I'm not afraid to talk about anything. That was why my review video, I think, did pretty good. Was because when I made that video, I literally couldn't find anybody who would give me the straight shit on this product. It was just video after video of people being really PC and calm about it. And then it just got even worse when they started comparing the two, and I still don't know which one to buy. And by the time I used these products, it was very clear to me that I liked the Vive very more. Sorry, it's just a personal thing. You don't have to get upset about it. And you also don't have to take my enthusiasm and how I present myself in my videos as being angry or salty. One guy called me salty yesterday. What would I be salty about? I've been playing with motion control in my Vive for months now. Some people have had it for 5 or 6 months. Yours doesn't even come out for another month. What am I salty about? So again, don't take my demeanor as being salty or angry or anything like that. This is just how I talk. Part of the success of my camera is people like the way I present things. I drop an F-bomb every here and there. And that's another thing that people are like, oh, I'm scared to do that. Don't want to piss off any advertisers. Well, fuck it, man. This is who I am. So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. There's a million other channels out there that don't cuss, that don't want to, talk about the controversial subjects or, stoke the fire, as I would call it. It gets people talking, too. It gets people talking. These are some of my best videos, is when we start debating this stuff. And again, I don't hate those Oculus guys. I love you all. I don't hate anybody. It's awesome. I'm just not a big fan of the Rift. And I think what's getting lost somewhere in translation with the Oculus guys, I'm just saying, this is just my opinion. A lot of us angry Vive owners, as you call them, used to be angry Oculus owners that didn't get their Oculus on time, that waited months and still were like, I was supposed to have this 2-3 months ago. Where's my Oculus? And at that point, we ordered Vives. I happened to get my Oculus on that same day. That's why I ordered a Vive, because my Oculus didn't show up. It took 2 months later than the projected date. I was supposed to be in that first wave. I ordered 9 minutes after they opened up the pre-orders, and it took 2 more months after the release date. What was that, July or something like that, to get it. So that's why I ordered a Vive, and then they both came and showed up on the same day. That's the only reason I had 2 of them. I wasn't a Vive guy. Just so you Oculus bros, oh, that was my ankle. Just so you Oculus bros know that, I was totally on board. I had the Gear VR, didn't have the DK systems, but I had the Gear VR, super happy about that, followed everything, and then I just started seeing more crap, the exclusivity, the Palmer Luckey crap. Those are things that gamers just didn't like. There's a lot of just drama that came up. The Facebook thing, for some people that didn't help them. But don't forget that some of those angry Vive guys, they're just pissed because they didn't get their Oculus in time or something like that. So again, I used to be an Oculus guy. I just don't feel like the company treated me very well. And I think going forward that the Vive is still the optimal purchase now, because it's the full complete experience, and now it's even cheaper. So guys, I wanted to acknowledge some of this stuff. I think some of it was getting lost, like I said, in translation, and I hope, no offense to any of the other VR enthusiasts out there, Oculus guys, man, come on, let's rekindle here. I think this is getting a little out of hand, and yeah, going forward, look for more videos, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this.